Good morning, my pirate people. I've been waiting to this very moment because we are about to pass 1,000 miles of sailing right now.
1,000 nautical miles.
We are on day 8 of our mission to cross the Pacific Ocean from Mexico all the way to French Polynesia to find the birthplace of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Don't mind them, they're distracted by the dolphins. There's a massive pod out there, probably hundreds of them, but they won't come over to us. Usually they go to the front of the boat, right by the bows, and just lead. Today we're gonna be talking about the world's brightest flashlight. This is the coolest piece of kit that I brought for this voyage across the Pacific Ocean. This sucker shoots out 80,000 lumens. Do you know how bright that is? It's literally brighter than the sun. Sun, and this is the light. Sun, light. This flashlight has so many lumens that it's hot enough to cook an egg. And that's exactly what we're gonna do before this video is over.
Anyone else want to work out? No? Where's your bungee cord here? That was fucking good.
They're in there, right side.
Got tension bands.
I've been summoned to work out. I'll tell you about the light while we do this. Technically, there's another flashlight out there that's brighter. He's got 100,000 lumens. Where am I next? The 100,000 lumen light cuts down to 15,000 lumens after like 30 seconds. This one stays much brighter for much longer. Long enough for you to cook an egg. This light is so hot that it needs a color-changing silicone shroud on the front of it so you don't burn yourself.
Dave would be lopsided. He's got one different way.
It's also got a massive copper heatsink and CPU fan that's built into the handle. It literally sounds like a jet engine whirring when you're at the highest setting. Turbo mode. It's got 4 of these cells that are in the Teslas, and it also charges really fast too. USB-C at like 100 watts. I know this sounds like an infomercial, but I'm actually just really passionate about really bright flashlights. The entire light, exposed fan and heatsink and all, are supposedly 2 meters waterproof. But it pains me to put a flashlight that's 400 bucks into the ocean salt water, which basically corrodes everything. So here's the master plan. We're gonna cook an egg with it. We're gonna shine it all the way to the top of the 76-foot mast, shine it in the water, shine it on the clouds, maybe even drop it in the water.
How many pounds you reckon you lost, Dave?
I don't know, maybe 5 pounds. The thing I wanna see most is climbing up the mast and shooting down at the deck in the ocean. Foot stuck. You're going all the way up. I can't. No, it's a crunch. Crunches are better. Definitely gonna have to change shirts today. I was hoping I could break 5 days. We only have 2 weeks left on this passage, so 15 pounds might be a bit aggressive, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Are we done yet?
Still going.
This is a normal iPhone flashlight. This, 80,000 lumens worth of flashlight. This one is 2,000 times brighter than this.
This line is red. That was my good eye. That was my good eye. My good eye. Good job.
Just the longest one.
All right, I need to show you guys one of the most epic parts of this light that I couldn't do on parlay because, you know, danger. It can make fire and it needs full power to be able to do it, so it's charging right now. Also, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Guardio, who I've been using for the past month. Guardio is an online bodyguard that sits in your browser and protects everything in it. My entire life is in my browser, saved passwords, connected bank accounts, and our entire YouTube business is constantly up and open in the browser. Ah yes, safety first. If you can't take the heat, get your... I'm always downloading new programs that help with video editing or downloading videos. And if I accidentally click on the wrong pop-up, I can install an extension or malware that gives away permissions to all that saved information. We shall burn this. Guardio is super easy to install, okay guys? It's literally one click and then it starts checking everything behind the scenes. Protecting you from malicious sites, phishing attempts, dangerous downloads, and blocks things only when needed. And of course, the holy grail of flashlights. So with Guardio, I can now browse freely and without worrying if I'm gonna download some spyware that's gonna slow down my computer or cripple it completely. Guardio is trusted by over 1 million users, and you can start scanning your browser for threats for free by visiting guard.io/David She. Did I just do slash with my hand? And installing the extension. Our link will also give you 20% off the premium monthly subscription And one Guardio account, oh, so bright, covers 5 family members. Smoke, fire. Oh shit. Hope that stuff isn't toxic. Back to the video. So this is the silicone color changing shroud that's on the front of the light. It pops right off. It changes colors so you know that it's hot and you don't burn yourself, because this sucker gets way too hot to even hold. You can see the color start changing. Goes from this darker gray to...
Oh, fuck!
Sorry. It goes from this darker gray on these thicker pieces to this super light gray. That's when you know you shouldn't touch it, because it's mucho caliente. You know when you put your hand on a fire and you're like, ooh, let's see how... This is as close as I can get right here. Whoo! 169. Let's do right into the light. Can it even do that? 183 into the light. Either way, it's super hot, okay? I can touch it here. I can still kind of touch it here on the fins. And of course on the handle. So this is 80,000 lumens. 40 lumens. 1,000 lumen. This, on the other hand, is a very low lumen but far throwing light. You have 2 different types of lights. You've got spotlights and you've got floodlights. This flood, this spot. This, excellent for shooting around the boat or when you're trying to see a large area in front of you. This is the only thing that'll work when you're trying to spot something miles away. This one's only 500 lumens, but it maintains that brightness for 2 miles.
Wait.
Yeah? What is it?
Which one do you think?
Which one do I think?
Is bigger.
Dude, you gotta get mine in here. What do you mean, which one do you think? You can't, how do you have that question without...
Where is yours? Whoa.
Which Wahoo is the biggest? This one that Jamie just caught this morning, this one that Brian from Delos caught, or this one that we caught? Which one?
Okay. Oh, that's a Wahoo. Jamie's is actually
Bigger than
girthier than Delos is skinnier.
Yeah, Delos is
And
skinny.
ours is fatter.
Delos is the smallest.
Yeah.
Jamie's an amateur. If he held it out a little bit more, it would have looked twice as big.
I feel like the
We definitely held our fish. We were like, push it out, guys!
I gotta say,
Yeah,
this one's
yours is bigger.
Okay, we're back. So the way lumens work is not linear. It's like logarithmic or something like that. To get double the brightness of 1,000 lumens, you'd need 4,000 lumens. And to get double the brightness of 4,000 lumens, you need 16,000 lumens. That other light that's technically 100,000 lumens, 80 and 100, it's basically the same. You can barely tell the difference if they're side by side. The reason why I choose this one is because it's half as big and it's also the brightest after the first minute of being on. I begged Ace Beam to send me this light for $3, but all they would give me is a little coupon. So I had to pay for this out of my own pocket. Let me show you how to charge it. Oil, O-ring, USB-C. Time for night watch. Let's go test out these lights. This is low mode, by the way. It's called moonlight. The lowest setting this light has. Ah. It crushed my balls. Sorry, night vision ruined. We're gonna keep that off for now and use this red light so we can preserve night vision. Tonight is actually a pretty good night to test this out because there is no moon. Let me show you what my eyes see. Nothing. Nothing. And also, we've got this really crazy sail set up front right now. That is quite epic. It's like this huge butterfly wing. All right, I'm gonna turn this light on. That's lowest setting right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is high. And we still have one more called turbo. Wow, we can see every detail of this sail. So you're probably wondering why one would need 80,000 lumens in their hands. I'm gonna try to climb up the side of this mast a little bit. On a night like this, if someone were to fall in the water, you'd be able to see nothing. This is on low and turbo.
This is the ultimate man-overboard flashlight. Would you rather be rescued with this?
Normal boat spotlight.
Or this?
Ace Beam X75. Whoa, did you see that flying fish? Boat light, Ace Beam. Turbo, can't even see the boat light anymore. Here's a peek at the world's furthest shooting flashlight. It's like a lightsaber to space. The LEP light, laser emitting something. Flashlight Friday, baby. Turbo. Oh god, turbo. It's cooking.
You like your egg soft there, She?
I like it a little soft. Yeah, I don't pinch of salt. This thing. We have a really small plate. Perfectly scrambled eggs. Yeah, I made you some eggs.
They're legit. Best flashlight eggs I've ever had.
Subscribe to Dave so you can watch him cross the ocean.
Flashlight eggs are delicious.
Yum.